Now we shall switch on to other topics. Yesterday I extensively dwelt on the genesis of this Vivekananda Kendra movement. All the thinking of years and experience of at least 30 years that has gone behind it, and how the ideas got crystallized and how this movement has emerged. The thought contents of the movement, they naturally center around the Swamiji's message, the experience that Swamiji gained, and the culmination of his thought process. As you know, he was very much perturbed of this, that in the present condition of the country, what he should do after the passing away of the scepter of his Guru. The main thought which engaged his attention was this, that life is short. The conditions in the country are, as he could see, on every side he saw work. He cast his glance in whatever direction, he found that everything has gone topsy-turvy. The political life, the social life, the religious life, the whole fabric of the society is broken. And what he is called upon to do, from where he should start. And quite appropriately he thought that sitting in Calcutta, though I may have access to newspapers and I may have access to other mediums and I can know what is happening everywhere, but it is better if I go around the country and see things for myself. Let me feel the pulse of the people. And therefore he undertook his countrywide travels. And with this idea that while going around the country, meeting the people, seeing the conditions for himself, what is the right type of work he should take up as the mission of his life may come before his eyes. With this sole intention he left, and you know how he traversed the whole country and ultimately reached Kanyakumari, and how he went to that rock, how he sat there in meditation, and how in his deep meditation he got illumination, he got enlightenment. Certain truths dawned upon him, which in fact transformed him into a saint and a patriot and a spiritual leader There he understood the cause of decay of this country. Though this is known as a land of spirituality, though there is talk of religion all over the country, people are engaged in religious activities. The whole country is God-minded. People have faith in God. That is the tradition. And still the country is in very bad shape. Whether it is material, whether it is otherwise material. What is the cause of this downfall? This country which produced galaxy of saints and seers and savants, and once upon a time it was supposed to be a Swarna Bhumi. What has happened to this land? And he wanted to go deep into the roots, and he found that the whole basis, which is religion in this country, all people think in terms of religion, thinks in terms of God, thinks in terms of life before and the life hereafter. In this country, the religion which is the basis of life, that itself has been distorted. And all are following their distorted religion. The whole religion, the whole spirituality is diverse from the people. Unfortunately, he saw this, that there is total diverse. The people on one side and individual pursuit, religious pursuit, which has no connection with the people. As if people do not exist, as if the society doesn't exist. Everybody is absorbed and engrossed in his own individual pursuit, which he considers to be the pursuit of spirituality, of religion. He is thinking that he is trying to attain God. So he saw that this thing must be changed. The only solution is that people must be given a correct concept of it. And he proclaimed that if you have to worship God, if you have to attain God, if you are really keen to realize God, then you must serve this living God all around. He is the only God. People are the only God which you can see and feel. And it is by service of these people that you can attain God easily. That is the only path, at least for the people of this country. And he proclaimed that you should worship God in man, because he saw that the whole energy of the people, crores of people, all the energy is channelized in so-called religious acts, going to temple, indulging in all sorts of rituals, all Nama Sankirtans, all Akhanda Path, going to pilgrim centers, taking dip in different sacred rivers, and blissfully remaining indifferent to what happens all around. So he used all his power of exhortation and he started a campaign giving into the ears of the people that sometimes he went to the extent of saying that you forget all gods and goddesses. The only meaningful God that exists for you is the people. In all rhetoric, in all ways possible, he tried to impress upon the mind of the people that your religion should not be diverse for the people. To the extent you serve the people, you will qualify yourself to be a servant of the God. So, this preaching or this thought, this message which he received on that sacred spot, all his life he tried his best to broadcast this message. The whole idea was to canalize this spiritual urge into acts of social service, to canalize this Godward passion into manward love. There is definitely Godward passion in this country. This country at least, even they may be apparently going after worldly pursuits, but at the back of the mind, every intelligent person in this country thinks of mukti, thinks of freedom, thinks of liberation. This value is constant in his mind, though he may be mad after worldly pursuits. But in the heart of heart he knows this is not the be-all and the end-all. Though I may be going after this is a marriage, the real thing is freedom, the real thing is liberation. I must liberate myself from this cycle of birth and death. I have to merge with the Absolute. I have to realize God. That is my goal. That is which I commit. That is for which I yearn. This is clear in his mind, though he may not be equal to following that path. But intellectually and from the inmost of his heart, every thinking person in this country, by tradition, he knows this value. If anything is valuable, most valuable in this life, it is mukti, it is moksha, it is liberation. That is why we can safely say that this is our national ethos. Our national ethos, longing for mukti. See all literature. Every now and then you will find that every step you will find giving expression to this. People always giving expression to this. is what we long for. So, such a longing which has great potentialities. A person who longs for mukti, who aspires, who yearns for mukti, naturally this longing is given a right channel. It can work wonders. This energy, when there is a longing for mukti, when there is a craving for mukti, and because of that craving, energy is generated. That energy, it takes expression in different ways. Some takes to japa, some takes to pranayam, some takes to this, some takes to that, some takes to wandering the hills, going from place to place, going to pilgrimage, seeking yogi and seeking the sadhu and all sorts of things, because he is convinced the transcendence of the world. He sees writing before on the wall, and this is all what we see today will not be tomorrow. It's all transitory. So that transitoriness, that sense of futility and all that, and his aspiration to go in for something which is eternal, which is always there, that energy which is liberated, generated from within because of this longing, that is expressed in so many futile ways, which ultimately is not going to take him on a step nearer God. That is a famous sentence. One of his letters to his Guru Bhais, he has said that 100,000 men and women, 100,000, talking about this country, 100,000 men and women, fired with the zeal of holiness, fortified in their eternal faith in the Lord, fortified with their eternal faith in the Lord, and nerved to lion's courage for their sympathy for the poor and the fallen and the downtrodden, will go over the length and breadth of the land, the oppressed, lion's courage for the uplifting the poor and the downtrodden. So, to achieve this, to realize this, perhaps builders of a non-sannyasi order might work, and that is why after great thought we decided to establish this non-sannyasi order in the country, to work complementary to the monk orders already existing in the country, whether in the name of Ramakrishna Mission or whether in the name of others. So on that basis, because we were to do things envisaged by Swami Vivekananda. So whatever he had envisaged, whatever he had done, so we took this step. Actually, Swami Vivekananda was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. His Guru himself was not a sannyasi. His Guru himself was a householder. So, Vivekananda established a monk order in the name of Ramakrishna, who was not a sannyasi. So we thought of establishing a non-sannyasi order in the name of Vivekananda, who was a sannyasi. If you could take the name of Ramakrishna for his sannyasi order, we can as well take the name of Swami Vivekananda to establish a lay order. But the dream is the same. Go over the length and breadth of the land, preaching the gospel of salvation, gospel of social raising up, gospel of health, gospel of equality. The dream is to be realized, either with this or with that. So, we are trying to train that cadre. The hardcore will be this. Everybody can work. Whoever has some dedication in him. Everyone who has some dedication in him, who is prepared to give something. We are just asking people, we are going all over the country with only one thing, what you can give. Whatever you can give, that is needed. What time you can give, what energy you can give. Just as we say that, well, we may not get monks who totally renounce. They give everything. Just as we have come down one step. All right, if you are so much enamored of marriage, get into married life. Both husband and wife can work. Both husband and wife can work. As a matter of fact, when a man gets married, a single man becomes double. Work should be double. But then the actual mathematics doesn't work here. Though they become two, the total capacity to work becomes half, even less than half. This is the many anomalies in the world. So this is one of the anomalies. That here 1 plus 1 doesn't make 2. But then, with this attitude of life, perhaps this 1 plus 1 will become 2, perhaps more. So we say that we are, when we say a non-sannyasi order, this is symbolic. That means we are not for total renunciation. That means we are prepared to get work from people who want to renounce partially. But renounce you must. Renounce you must. And therefore we ask the simple question, what can you give? Even little would do. Even if you get some time, that is enough for the time being. As long as you don't increase, that will suffice. So, this organization, this movement is for searching all over the country, people coming and prepared to give their share of time, energy. As I always say, What is life? What is life? Life is, in putting in arithmetical terms, life is time plus energy. You examine this proposition. What is life? It is time and energy together. I am living. When I say I give my life for this cause or this cause, what I exactly give? What I give is time. And what I give is an energy that is created by the dynamo of this Indriya gram, this apparatus, this human apparatus of these Indriyas, these Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas, together is an apparatus given by God, along with some time span. When you come into this world, when anybody comes into this world, what is that phenomena? What is it? A person taking birth, what is that phenomena? Yes, an apparatus, we call it dynamo, call it anything, with some energy comes into being. And that dynamo functions for certain years, 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, 90 years. Is a time bomb. It is exploding after 70 years, 80 years. Time is given. So, man's life is nothing but time and energy. So, what we need is part of your time and part of your energy. You work for this. You cannot work without giving time. When I say that you work for this, even coming here, it is not simply that you are working here, but you are giving time. It is inseparable. You can't consume energy without time. So man and human life is nothing but time and energy. So now we want to collect. We are giving a call to the people that you come with some part of your time and some part of your energy. This is symbolic when we say it's a non-sannyasi order. That is not total renunciation. We don't say that you come with lock, stock and barrel. We say part of your life you give. So calling it a lay order is a symbolic way of saying that you give from the cross that is dear and near to you, whatever you can renounce, whatever you can give. Out of this, we shall have a tremendous strength. We shall build. Whatever you give with this, we shall fan out and bring about the regeneration of the country. So, I have tried to just give you the broad outlines of this Vivekananda Kendra movement. As time is short, because I may leave for my tour any day hereafter. I am waiting for some messages. So, as I don't want to involve myself into particular subjects, so from tomorrow, whatever days are available, I will invite questions so that particular facets of work in which you might be interested, those can be pinpointed, and one or two lectures when I am here, we can discuss those particular points regarding the Vivekananda Kendra movement.